Hello, everyone. It's 11 o'clock p.m. precisely. So, well, I think I did do a video earlier today. So, yeah, I told y'all what I did earlier. So, I woke up at noon and was disrupted out of my sleep. And then I went, and I went to the store and came back and ate lunch. I didn't have breakfast today, but I ate lunch. And then I watched a documentary. And while I was watching the documentary, I tried very hard to fight against dozing off or going to sleep. So, well, after watching the documentary, I'm not going to say the name of the documentary because it's, if I risk saying that name, I would get in lots of so-called trouble, so I can't mention the name of the documentary. But I was fighting very hard to stay awake. And so, I guess documentaries, I found myself interested in documentaries, but I haven't been watching a whole lot of them that much lately, but I don't know why documentaries, especially truth documentaries, make me fall asleep for some reason. Excuse me. So, then this evening, I discovered that on YouTube, when I looked in YouTube Studio, and I didn't know if it's because I'm monetized or if it's because I'm monetized or if they've been having it and I didn't know. But I discovered today that there are certain songs that I can download for free and use them on my use them in my videos. But I'm not quite sure of how to go about doing that, but I was able to download the songs. I guess they're copyright free or royalty free or something like that. So I felt frustrated and had a hard time trying to find songs that I'm really interested in or songs that I really like. And so then later on, I went to wash dishes and then eat dinner and take out the trash. And, I just got done doing all that, eating dinner, washing dishes, taking out the trash. And so since I woke up so late and then just straight went to the store, I didn't spray earlier today. I didn't spray the house, the cabin or whatever, So I didn't spray it earlier. So I went ham and cheese, spraying the peppermint oil mixed with water tonight. And well, since it rained earlier, it didn't rain a lot, but it rained. It had some fat raindrops, but I don't know how long it rained for. But the mosquitoes went away for a few days, and now it rained because it hadn't rained in a while. So now the mosquitoes have come back. So, excuse me. So, mosquitoes and termites came in my house, so tonight I had to battle and fight off mosquitoes, gnats, and termites. So the house smells kind of minty, a little bit strong, So I got the air on 62, trying to air it out. But I'm hoping that the smell is strong enough to repel and get rid of those things. But, it was a little bit too strong for me, but I'm just hoping that it will work on getting rid of them, But, so I realized that I didn't see a notification that I'm going to get my SSI, the $24 SSI check. It's only $24. So I didn't see a notification that I'll get it for the month of June, for June. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get the SSI, but I got the notification that my Social Security check is gonna come. So, so I got the notification that the Social Security check is gonna come. So I don't know why. I don't know why they would refuse to give me the SSI check. I thought I had everything straightened out, and they want me to have this so-called meeting. And as I said, I don't have a way to get back to Pensacola. I have some meeting over the phone, and I don't have a way to get back to Pensacola just to get old check stubs. The closest to old check stubs that I have is my most recent tax returns. That's it. But they already have that information. So that's one thing I don't like about food stamps, Social Security, and Section 8 and all that. I heard that they already be having the information in the system, but they just want to try to treat you like a criminal and act like they want to test your honesty or whatever. So, or making like as if they think that you're potential to be lying or committing fraud or whatever. But I heard that the whole damn system is fraudulent. The whole government, everything. And they give us poor people a hard time. So that's one thing that's kind of got me stressed. Y'all putting me through this hell over $24 a month. So, so they had this potential job opportunity, but as I said, I wouldn't even have the transportation to get there. So, but two reasons why I couldn't do the job. Well, three. One reason is because of my disability and the noise. If it's a warehouse job, that's something I cannot do with my disability. And the second is the lack of transportation is another reason why I can't do it. Third reason is the workplace mobbing, gang stalking. So, but I call myself trying to put effort by at least showing interest. But as I said, if the transportation is not guaranteed, but but it's something that I know wouldn't work out or wouldn't last long, or like people will say, it's not a good fit for me. Um, so, but as I said, I mean, I don't even have the transportation, but I'm sitting here feeling like I know I need like an additional income, because I mean, with if I'm gonna get, like, see, if I get the Social Security check and then what I have left over after paying the bills and paying to stay here and everything, um, all I would have left is $200 and then no food stamps. So there's no way that I can, stretch, $200 of, I mean, after rent and bills and everything. No way in hell could I, $200, for the month. So, as I said, thankfully I had a few donations here and there, throughout the month. And that helped me this month, May. So, April, after I had the help with the, driver's license, I didn't ask for help no more. And then, I got SSI back pay, and they didn't even give me all or everything. They didn't give me everything. Or, every cent or every penny. They gave me, I think, half of it. Approximately maybe half. That plus the tax return plus the $100 from YouTube revenue. Those three things helped me to get through April without having to come and ask y'all for help or ask y'all for anything. And as I said, the month of May, I had a few donations here and there, So June, I don't know if I would get any help or who would help me for June, after I run out of the $200. But the good thing is they supposedly mistakenly overcharged me. For the rent. So they're gonna pay back by reducing my payment $24. Because there was a little bit, a little situation. So so I can pay $24 less, whenever I pay the rent to stay here again, But yeah, I mean, I'm sitting here. I mean, as I said, financially, just struggling, and trying to the productive thing to do. Me trying to work on my writings, and as I said, they attacked me with the directed energy weapons, and last night I was laying in the bed and wondering, wow, these bastards are killing me. They're killing me, or they're trying to kill me. Trying to kill me up in here. So Um, but I'm sitting here wondering, like, how these people at these businesses can be abusive and do evil, and you don't get any justice, and they can still, I'm going to say, fraudulently and illegally keep their good paying jobs. If they could keep their jobs and stay productive and working while, it's like being targeted. I get criminalized for trying to make a living on my own. And so I mean, I'm glad to be off the streets, but I'm in an area where I'm pretty much in the middle of nowhere. That transportation is very hard. So I'm thankful and glad to be off the streets. But I honestly, to be real and honest, I honestly don't like it here. But, as I said, I'm glad to be off the streets. I'm glad to be off the streets and get to have my rest. And if it weren't for them squeezing my organs, I can take a shower whenever I want. But they squeezed my organs, and, as I said, they didn't do it this morning, but they did it last night, or in the middle of the night. And so then this evening, when I try to gather the trash and take it out, I felt the pressure a little bit with them squeezing my organs. So it was a little bit of a struggle, but I was able to bend down and get the trash and go take it out. And then the gross, nasty, satanic, evil flies, mosquitoes, termites, or whatever, fraudulently and illegally raped the doggone opportunity to freaking come in here, forcing themselves to be uninvited guests. So, as I said, I didn't have a good time when I first moved in here or came up in here. And I wasn't certain if I would be here another month because the online perks kept threatening me. And then so thankfully I was able to stay another month. So me calling myself just trying to rest. That's my sleep deprivation. Rest and relax. And rest and relax and get a respite. RESPITE from being on the streets for so long. Just trying to get a rest for a bit and then try to get familiarized and comfortable. And then I had that 2-day in a row traumatic gang stalker situation that left me to just, kind of traumatized to be walking out and about. So, as I said, I think it was earlier this week, or was it last week? No, it was last week. I discovered that that's where that free gym is, right across the street. But I would hate to get like in a exercise routine and then dealing with arguing or fighting with gang stalkers trying to hog up the exercise machines. I never even visited over there yet. I never visited over there yet, but excuse me, but it's amazing. At least that's good, have a free gym. But they might have like a small amount of equipment. But I don't know what equipment they might have. If they might have a treadmill, elliptical, or what. But I do need to be getting outside and getting sunlight. Because I've been feeling like imprisoned up in here, or feel like I would drive myself crazy just being locked up in four walls and only one window and can't even see outside. Just, but I hate, the moment I started thinking about and talking about, the possibility to get back to just walking around for exercise. If an abusive narc would try to swoop in and say, well, you need to start exercising. Well, oh, you need to start exercising. Well, I need to start back up again too. Well, if you ain't exercising, then bitch, shut up. Don't you freaking tell me what to do. I hate when narcs do that. Like, if I've had moments in my life where if I accidentally drop something and then the instant I drop it, you see me walking towards going to pick that object up, and a narcissistic abuser would yell at me like I don't know any better and forcefully order me to pick it up. And then for them to do that, it would make me mad and be like, well, I mean, you just want to seek power to boss and control somebody so that, what do you care about if I exercise or eat a certain way? I mean, even if me sitting here talking about the directed energy weapons have nothing to do with my weight, if the directed energy weapons have nothing to do with my weight, but then why would you mention, oh, you need to start exercising? After I said in the video, that the attacks don't have anything to do with my weight. Even skinny targets. But why should I listen to your advice to lose weight or start exercising if you get frustrated and yell at me talking about my targeting? If you get frustrated like you disgusted with me or can't stand me or don't like me, but over the weekend, I thought to myself, well, maybe Monday I would start exercising or start walking, start going for walks. And then I thought, well, maybe what if I start June 1st? Or, that's the biological dad author's birthday. I lost track of, I guess he would have been 92 years. I guess he would have been, going on 92 years old if he was still alive. He was very old. He was 82 when he died. 82 years old. And the biological mom, Frances, was 65 when she died. Almost 17-year age gap. Excuse me. So, I didn't realize that they got married December 24th, and I don't remember what year it was, but something like in the 60s or something. I think it was 1968 that they got married. So they already had like 3 kids, the first batch of 3 kids before they got married. And I didn't know, I didn't know that the biological dad, Arthur, had a wife. But he had, I guess he must have been married 3 times, because they said the first wife he had was an albino woman. And I heard he was married to her for like a year or 2. And they never had kids together. Then the biological half sister Yolanda, her mom, I forgot the woman's name, but Arthur was married to her, and I don't know if Yolanda and the other half sister Samuetta, if they had, if they both had the same mom and dad. I'm not sure about that. But then Arthur, I guess, divorced her and then married the biological mom, Frances. And so I didn't know that the biological dad, Arthur, was an alcoholic. And he used to constantly cheat on the biological mom, Frances, and they used to fight a lot. But I don't know everything that happened. I just heard a few stories, But Arthur was quiet and didn't really say much. Like, how could he be a hoe? How could he be cheating so much? But well, people say that both of my parents were very good looking. Or they used to say that the biological mom, Frances, was fox, like she was beautiful like a fox, And they try to make it like she was very foxy and attractive in her younger days. And the same thing with the biological dad, Arthur, that they try to say he was very good looking. But ever since I was little, I was always told that I'm ugly or that I'm unattractive. I've been called ugly all my life. But, no matter what my weight is, I will still be called ugly. Even when my hair was long, in which I have the desire to want to grow my hair back out long again, So I want to try to grow my hair back out long. And so even when my hair was long and I was living in Denton, Texas, people still mistook me for a sir or a he. But other female targeted individuals with long hair, people, I heard that the perps refer to them as a man or a he or something like that. But then some male targeted individuals get called a woman by the perps. Their perps are weird. But they got some so-called targeted individuals that are weird too. But I guess they'll call all of us weird because, if they say we're crazy or whatever, So, but no, I feel like if you try to mix Christianity and witchcraft and New Age and Freemasonry and ball it up together, Yeah, that make you come off as weird. um, so they got certain professed targeted individuals who have weird beliefs that are contrary to the Bible, and some of them say that they're Christian. You know. So, for example, if you might claim you're Christian and targeted, and you might make a lie saying that Jesus married a prostitute, and then trying to say, well, it's in the Bible. No, that ain't true. Or, or they got some people who profess to be targeted and they're straight up Satanists. Now, like, how? But if some professed targeted individuals, if you say you're Muslim, and you say that the gang stalkers are trying to gang stalk you and bully you and force you into Christianity, but I don't know. I see weird stuff though, but I'm not letting anybody sway my belief in Jesus Christ. But I know that if I die right now, I'm not deserving or worthy of or good enough for heaven. So, but maybe I haven't been trying hard enough to get close to God like I think I've been, like I thought I've been, So, but as I say, I'm just taking it one day at a time. But I'm sitting here feeling like, wow, it's unfair for me to, just, as I said, I've been poor all my life, been broke all my life, ain't never been rich. And I will die never knowing what it's like to even, work and make an earned salary of even $30,000 a year. There have been people who would tell me that with my bachelor's degree, that I should have been guaranteed to make an earned income of at least $36,000 a year. But they make it hard to survive. And I heard nowadays, with the inflation and everything, people can't even afford cars anymore. People cannot afford cars anymore. So, and then people have been saying that so many people are one paycheck away from homelessness. Well, you can't say that for the rich folks. If you one paycheck away from homelessness, not what $150,000 a year, $150,000 a year, and you complain that you're struggling. Well, add $910 times 12, and that's how much I get a year. I mean, well, for now, because last year was less than 910. I don't remember how much it was. Then it was $837. So I mean, Yeah, I mean, I hate to be worried, and struggling to survive, or worried about how I'm gonna survive, or you know, um, just trying to make ends meet, or you know, and it hurts me every day that the things that the fake TI perps and regular perps have said about me during their smear campaign. After I exposed the truth about their control and abuse, you know, they, and it's like as I said, they go 10 times overboard with trying to hurt me with words, and they hurt me deeper than the perps. If a fake Christian TI perp defend and agree with Freemasons with the gang stalking and say that they have a right to lock me up in a mental institution, but then falsely accuse me of not just falsely accusing me of being a scammer, but go the extra mile to falsely accuse me of being an extortionist. Like, people on the internet don't even know you, And so for the past week or so, I've been feeling like I'm sick of the internet and sick of people on the internet, sick of social media and the people on social media. And just, because it seemed like internet strangers who will never meet you in person trying to control you and tell you what to do. And I'm fucking sick of it. Very sick of it. Or if you a fake TI perp that was jealous of me and falsely accused me of being ungrateful with the GoFundMe and trying to lie and twist and manipulate my words by trying to say, well, talking about that's not enough. Oh, I'm great. Talking about that's not enough. I was just grateful for $5. Trying to talk about, you're talking about that's not enough. I was just grateful for $5. Well, you sold your car. I mean, you put up a GoFundMe. You copied off of me with my GoFundMe. And then put up a fake GoFundMe talking about just putting up a GoFundMe to get your roof fixed on your house. At least you got a fucking house. I had no roof over my head. So it's called ungrateful for me to say that the landlords feel like me working a full-time job plus my Social Security check combined, that together, they say it's not enough for 3.5 times the rent for a place to live. So she twisted my words and tried to falsely make it like as if I'm being ungrateful. And trying to say, well, I would have been just grateful for $5. Because $5 was all she got donated with her fake GoFundMe, calling herself trying to copy off of me. But one thing about this person, she at least got to have like a fucking Lincoln SUV. And she bought it brand new. And she owns a house, and she was living off of $50,000 a year. As I said, I would die never even really seeing $30,000 a year. The closest I ever got was student loans and private loans in 2005 before Hurricane Katrina. That was the most money I ever saw or had access to, and that was borrowed money. That because of being blacklisted and everything, I couldn't even get the opportunity to work and pay that back. I never, like me being in my situation, I never had the money or never had an opportunity or a way to pay not 1 cent back for the student loans. But if I could have had a job or something like that, I could have paid off the student loans. But it's like, as if I wasted 6 years of my life, more like 7 years of my life, struggling through college and don't even have a master's degree. And, all these years, well, I'll say about 9 years off and on with college. And never had enough money to pay back, like not 1 cent of student loan money. But, as I said, being blacklisted, me being blacklisted, I wish I would have known what everything was before graduating from high school. I'm like, well, if it's for me to be blacklisted, and if I would have known then what I know now, I would have never even wasted my time going to college. I wish I would have never wasted any of my years going through college just to be in a predicament, to end up in a predicament that I'm in now. And I heard people say that over 50% of targeted individuals have at least a minimum of a bachelor's degree. And I fit in that category. And to be told nobody's gonna hire you, and then they block me from working or getting a job, but then say you're lazy and don't want to work and you're stealing from the government, or you're entitled and stealing my tax dollars. So it's like people, they're cruel, cold-hearted, and just don't give a damn. They don't give any care at all. I hope it's not the case, but it looks like I have less hair right here. My hair looks like it's getting thinner, and I hate to say it, but it looks kind of a little bald right here. Or it looks like it's not trying to grow right here. But everything else look, But anyway, the fake Donnell Williams perp tried to harass me, when I wrote the Memorial Day short story. Everybody had, well, except me, I didn't have it. But other people, a lot of people had their barbecue and cookout. So he went to freaking harass me and talking about, oh, there you go talking about, you fat and greedy, and there you fat greedy pig, there you go talking about food again. Well, as I said, stay off my channel, but as I said, I never heard nobody who act like they delusionally believe that they're Satan. I've seen narcs who act like they delusionally believe that they're God, or they delusionally believe that they're bigger, better, and higher than God. But somebody who acts like they delusionally believe that they're Satan, you're weird. So, and then he put the number 666-777 and 1111. That's another thing. New Age fake Christians trying to make you feel bad about your sins, but they're promoting New Age fake 777. So, yeah, a fake Christian narcissistic abuser, what they would do trying to make like I'm the only one on the face of this earth who should feel bad about my sins or should feel bad about committing sins. When they can sin all they want. But they tell me there's no hope in heaven for you. They have told me that there's no hope in heaven for me. But when I say that the perp's going to go fry in hell for all their harassment and abuse, if they don't repent, then they'll falsely say, well, look at Candy's trying to play God. No, I'm not. That's just a doggone warning. But y'all think that with your senseless gang stalking activities, y'all think that's fun, and you think it's funny to destroy people's lives for sport. So yeah, I have fears of financially struggling this month, June. Well, I'm good on dishwashing liquid. There's some things I'm good on and well stocked, and certain things that I ran out of and that I need or coming close to running out of. So, yeah, I mean, as I said, I'm scared about going broke for the month of June. And they don't have where I can easily go to a food bank and just get food, from a food bank. Dang. So it feels like a gnat or something trying to crawl on the back of my head. Hold up. So, as I said, I only asked for help when I really need it. But it's very crazy that, if fake TI perps and regular perps falsely accuse me of scamming people for money for a driver's license, when it's like, as I said, they think I deserve to be punished, and they want me to be punished and suffering. And the psychological game that they want to play is for me to ask for help and support. The psychological game that they play is for me to ask for help and support is scamming people, or it's a scam. But it's like, y'all have a car and a house. You have a car and a house, and you're begging for donations. The last time I asked for or had to ask for donations was for the driver's license on April 12th. I haven't asked for anything since. And, I've been just, as I said, spending tight and just living, just trying to survive day to day. So, even the fake TI perps have threatened to call up, just like the regular perps. The fake TI perps have threatened to find out where I work at and call up my job and have me fired, or call up whatever hotel and have me banned from the hotel. Or if there's a hotel guy perping me or doing something stupid, they would defend and agree with him and then say that I need to be locked up in a mental institution, or that they have every right to lock me up in a mental institution. And if you tell me that over the phone and then me and you have an argument, and then I get on YouTube and say what you did to me, then you try to make it like, you try to gaslight me and lie and try to make it like as if I'm crazy and schizophrenic. You know. So now it's 11:50. Oh, okay, cool. So it's 11:50 p.m. right now, and so yeah, I spent like $25 at Dollar General. Remember when I told you to somebody that had sent me $10 today? So I combined that with the $8 that I got from my ebooks. It was $8 that I got from my, from my royalties. So 10 plus 8, 18. So then I had maybe $10 more or something that I had. So with that money, I used that to go and buy, at least enough little extra food to hold me over until Friday. Excuse me. Enough food to hold me over till Friday. And so at this very second, I have a little bit over $3 left in the bank. So, as I said, I could have been more productive, but the perps, they don't want me to be productive. And then shun me for not being productive. I don't go for walks. I don't go out and exercise, because then, the perps start perping and harassing me. And if I'm looked at as the community troublemaker, well, that's why I stay inside. It ain't because I'm lazy or just because I just don't like to move around. But, if I'm living with a narcissistic abuser, they try to narcissistically bully, harass, and lecture me, talking about how all I do is lay in bed all day, or how they try to make it like I'm slothful or something. Or they make it like as if I live like a sow or a pig, or like as if I live in a hog pen. So, or a pig pen or whatever. So, the thing is, as I said, I stay locked up in here because you want me locked up in a mental institution to be controlled, medicated, poisoned, and abused. So, if I'm staying locked up in here for 3 weeks, that's my mental institution right here. I'm at peace. I ain't bothering nobody. And so, as I said, I was going for walks and exercising. I built up from 10 minutes a day to walking 3 hours a day. Before, because I used to try to, walk for exercise, and I would smile and wave at people saying hi, and they used to give me mean looks, and they'd be trying to run over me with their cars and stuff. I didn't realize they were all gang stalkers. They would give me angry, mean looks when I would go for my walks for exercise, and I try to wave and be friendly and say hi to everybody. But now my attitude has changed. I'm sitting here filming and recording everywhere I walk. And, film and record where I walk. And then, I ain't got such a friendly attitude going for walks now. So, but yeah, I got all the way, it took a couple of years, well, almost 2 years, but got from 320 pounds all the way to 192. And then, as I said, after I became homeless, I gained more weight. So, living off of Dollar General food, can't really lose weight if just about everything is bioengineered. So, if I get called a greedy pig for eating a bag of bioengineered Doritos, because that's what they freaking got. What else am I supposed to eat? So, if I could get to a real freaking grocery store, but then if I bought some coconut aminos or some real apple cider vinegar, or some coconut oil, y'all complain about that too. You complain if I eat junk, or you complain if I eat healthy. And as I said, what is it? That should make y'all, but y'all have a whole fake audience. But y'all should be the ones looking stupid to be nosy and meddlesome and trying to control an internet stranger's life. But you think I'm supposed to live my life to please you, and damned if I do and damned if I don't. Nothing I can do to satisfy you, and I'm not here to satisfy you, and I don't know you and I don't like you either. You will shun me if I use Dawn dishwashing liquid, or you will shun me if I use this. Either way, you got something to say about everything I do. But I'm the sick weirdo who's obsessed with food, obsessed with this. Now all I do is talk about food and money. Well, get the fuck off my page. But all you gotta do is you just sitting here being obsessed with me all freaking day. You question why you obsessed with a whole fucking stranger, and then you think you got the authority to control what you think I'm obsessed with. And people might be like, well, you do talk about food all the time. Well, tell that to the people who got cooking channels on YouTube, TikTok, or wherever else. Or if they make a living, tell that to the chefs you got to think about food in order to cook it. So, I talk about my targeting. I'm just talking about living day to day. And y'all falsely making like, all she does is beg for money and talk about she obsessed with food. So, yeah, her God is her belly. Or she's just food and money is her God. But yeah, y'all just jealous, hating perps and fake TI perps. That's it. They falsely call me greedy. I could have nothing to eat today and you still call me greedy. You call me greedy for breathing air. So let me get the hell off of here, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.